Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is your daily go getterism number 280. Did I say 200? Man, we did that almost a year ago. 581 for May 6, 2017. Friday night. It has been raining all day. It's really been raining all week. It's been kind of crazy. It really has been. Well, we're going to make the best of it. And tonight, I want to talk to y'all about seeing the good in people that doesn't always come out. I want to actually put a slash on that. The good in people that doesn't always come out, slash getting the better part of a person. Now, let me tell you what I mean by that. We normally see the good in people that we like. We do. You know, we have kids, we have brothers, we have sisters, we have moms, dads, and all of that. And we do our best to see the best in them. We do our best to try to get them to portray their best attributes. And because we've grown up with these people, or they raised us, or whatever the case may be, we know the good that is in them. We know their potential. We know how great they can be. But we also know how bad they can be as well. But we hope for the best for them and that they're successful in whatever they do. So whatever we can do in order to help them along with that, we do. Also, when we take a look at ourselves, we know what we can do. We know the things that we're good at. We know the things that we struggle with. We know the things that we would like to be able to do a little bit better. We know that sometimes we on our game like 100%. You know, like Jordan in the 1998 finals. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's like, going out in the first round of the playoffs. It's like that sometimes. It all depends on our determination and also the energy that we get from other people. We know how good we can be. We know how bad we can be. Now, when I say getting the best, the good part of us now. All right, you know how like sometimes we have to take our journey into consideration. When I say we have to take our journey into consideration, we know the things that we used to do when we were younger versus what we do now. It's like sometimes with some of us were really, really good people when we were younger from our recollection. And we speak affectionately about those times because we know that we were younger. Our motivation for things was based on our limitations of our knowledge of things. So the way we learn, our learning process really comes into question about a lot of things that we did and a lot of the ways that we were. So you'll hear some of us say things like, yo man, when I was younger, that's when I was this, that's when I was that. Good or bad. It may be the case that when you were younger, you were really, really kind. You were really gentle. You were really considerate. You were really, really the kind of person that was a decent person and the kind of person that people would like to be around. And maybe through circumstances, hardships, trial and error, experiences basically, maybe it toughened you up a little bit and made you have to change your game a little bit. So maybe nowadays people aren't getting the good part of you. Maybe now they're getting the rigid part of you, the suspicious part of you, the part of you that is not as naive but also not as good as you were when you were younger. On the flip side of that, maybe when you were younger you were ruthless and careless and thoughtless, inconsiderate, crazy. You know, maybe because of your upbringing, because of the things that happened to you and the way that you were raised, maybe you had to be that way in order to survive. Maybe you had a I'm going to get you before you get me type of mentality. And maybe you are giving people the much better part of you nowadays than you did when you were younger, because when you were younger you were ruthless. When you were younger you just didn't care. When you were younger you were heartless. When you were younger you hurt people on purpose. Maybe you stole. Maybe you hurt people not just physically, but maybe you hurt them mentally and emotionally on purpose. And maybe nowadays you realize because of the way you were, maybe a lot of people got pushed out of your life that you wish you could have done better, and maybe you're determined to be a better person now. Maybe you've sought out counseling or something like that. Regardless of whatever it is, now you're a better person than you were before. So people are getting a better part of you. It happens, you know. So you know, we often hear our parents talk about this kind of thing. I mean, I'm sorry. As kids, when you hear the older siblings, if you come from a large family, you hear the older siblings talk about the parents. Like the younger kids getting the good parents. You know, they're getting the nice parents. They're getting the tired parents. They're getting the understanding parents. When we was older, we got the crazy parents. We got the ruthless parents. We got the violent parents. We got the controlling parents. We got the possessive parents. We got the strict parents. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Everything has to change. Everything goes through changes. And we have to roll with the changes as we learn the things in our lives that make us change ourselves. You know? So it's an interesting thing how we go through this thing with our people and with ourselves. People are watching us change. We're watching other people change. And all of us are watching things change as they and us change within it. But I tell you what, when you really, really care about somebody, you ain't trying to hear nobody talking shit about them. That's just the way it go. So whether other people see the good in them or not, when people are special to you, you're going to protect their name. You're going to protect their honor because you know the good that's in them. And even if they don't display that good towards other people, you know what they have the potential to do and what they would do if only this would happen and that would happen, or if they understood more, if you could help them out, or if other people would be more understanding and tolerant of other people's ways. You know? Sometimes people are shy, sometimes people are hesitant, and sometimes people just allow their suspicions to rule them because they've been burnt before and they don't want to get burned again. They've been hurt before. That's what I mean by burnt. They've been hurt before and they don't want to get hurt again. And nobody wants to get hurt again. It's just like Mary J. Blige said, I've been there and I've done that and I promise never to be hurt again. Be hurt again. But that's impossible because you can't ensure yourself that you'll never be hurt again. All you can do is promise yourself that you would never allow yourself to be hurt on purpose. But the more you try, the more you experience, the more you gamble on love in any form, whether it's romantic, whether it's familial, friendship, club, organization, whatever. When you take that gamble, you always take a chance that you might be hurt, because not everybody's going to display the same thing as you display, and not everybody is going to understand the things that you understand, and not everybody's going to do the same things that you do. The best that you can do is the best that you can do, or should I say, do your best. Always do your best. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember that no matter what you do, you gotta change, because you gotta learn and you gotta grow. And the more you learn and the more you grow, the more you have to change. You know, the only thing harder than changing is trying to stay the same. And a lot of people try to stay the same by hiding the things that they've learned, or acting like they didn't learn things in the way that they did. It's like having a court date on a conviction for a crime that you committed and trying to say that you didn't know something that you know that you knew. You can't stay in the box, homie. You gotta come on up out of there. Speaking of coming on up out of there, the Mind Right and Body Better Fitness program is tomorrow at the McVeigh Recreation Center, 400 East Ontario Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Right there on the corner of D Street and Ontario Street. Go to urban-therapy-with-son.com if you haven't done that already. Go ahead and register with the website. Get down with the website. Follow the movement. The movement is moving. It's moving forward. It's moving fast. It's moving in the right direction. And we want y'all to move right on with it. So get with us. urban-therapy-with-son.com. Get at us. And if you haven't joined the Mind, Right, and Body Better Fitness Program Facebook group, get at that. Just plug in the Mind, Right, and Body Better Fitness Program. Get at us. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. every Saturday. Holla.